Following some breaking news, Rob Reiner's son, Nick Reiner, is now in custody after Rob Reiner and his wife were found dead from apparent homicides at their home in Los Angeles yesterday. Let's bring in CBS News senior coordinating producer for crime and public safety, Anna Schecter. Anna, this had been sort of out there for quite some time, but what are we learning now that we can confirm?
Well, we've just confirmed that their son, Nick Reiner, was arrested on Sunday.
So yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday. Last night, he was booked today. He's being held on $4 million a bond, and there are no charges listed in the Los Angeles County records that we've reviewed. So we are awaiting those charges, information on those charges, and the next steps. Will he be arraigned today or tomorrow? Will those charges be read to him? But right now we know that Nick is in custody at this time. We can also report he's one of the 3 children. They had 2 sons and a daughter. He had spoken publicly about his substance abuse issues in the past. He talked about having been homeless, living on the streets. He and his father actually worked together on a film based on that experience years ago.
Being Charlie.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. And so this is just such a tragic turn of events. And yes, we were hearing, even late last night, we were kind of hearing reports that it was a family member, that it was one of his sons, potentially Nick, and now we have that confirmed.
And what's incredibly disturbing to me is the time. I mean, it happened in the middle of the day, right? Like, that's what they think, around 3, or is that when they first discovered?
They discovered the couple they were already dead, and that they had been dead for some period of time. We do not have a time of death. Now, the medical examiner was there for hours, so let's wait and see what the medical examiner says. Usually a medical examiner will give an estimated time of death, so we don't know exactly when the alleged murder happened, but we know they were found yesterday afternoon, just a afternoon time, not like in the middle of the night or anything like that. And just tragic. Nick's sister lives across the street. There have been reports that she actually was the one who found them, so we're drilling down on that. But what a tragedy for this family. And just recently, a couple months ago, Leslie Stahl sat down with him for 60 minutes for an interview. It's just unbelievable.
What's incredibly disturbing and striking to me is not just in the Rob Reiner brought so much joy to millions of people. He was such a prolific artist, and his films, as we've talked about, range in genre from comedies, obviously, love stories, horror films. When Misery, people forget that he did Misery, A Few Good Men, The American President, which was a movie that, for me, gave me a little bit of an insight into what life as a president of the United States could be. Michael Douglas.
Such a range.
It's such a range.
And excellence within that range.
And to then to meet your end in such a violent way, and now with the suspect being the child that you taught how to ride a bike, and that you once gave a baby bottle to. It is incredibly sad. And also, we're in day 1 of Hanukkah. Rob Reiner and his family were towering figures in the Jewish community in Los Angeles.
They were probably getting ready to celebrate
100%
the first night of Hanukkah.
That's right. There's a Truth Social post by the President of the United States. I want to post it. I want to show it to our viewers here. And the president says, quote, "A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife Michele, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome." First of all, Rob Reiner was not struggling. I'll just say that. I'll fact check that right now. The movies that he helmed, even just recently, what's crazy to me is I just watched Spinal Tap 2, like the reboot of Spinal Tap this weekend. And also, coincidentally, this weekend I had sent a very close friend of mine a clip from All in the Family of one of my favorite scenes from All in the Family with Rob Reiner as Mike Stivic, Meathead, affectionately called by Archie.
But he was also an activist, right? And
yes, and that's what I think the president is railing at.
Yeah, he was a critic of Donald Trump. and he was an activist for liberal causes, and so there you have.
Except that the police have not indicated at all if this murder, as the president seems to suggest in his post, is in any way tied to that activism.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, his son is in custody, and what we know is his son has struggled for a long time with substance abuse issues, and that's where we stand with that. Again, the next steps will be potentially an arraignment hearing where charges will be read to Nick Reiner. He'll be asked if he understands those charges. He'll respond. We probably won't get a plea right away. We might. But that system will start to kick into effect, and it will unfold over the coming days.
Yeah. All right. Anna, thank you very much, as always. Appreciate you.